Welcome back to the Vet Mentor AI channel. After strapping on the boots and serving our country, a lot of us veterans find ourselves back home asking, what's next? We miss the camaraderie, the sense of purpose, the feeling of making a real difference. Well, let me tell you, that desire to serve doesn't just disappear when you trade in your uniform, it's in our DNA. In this video, we'll explore 5 impactful ways veterans can get involved in and support their local communities. Because as those who have served, veterans possess a unique set of skills, experiences, and perspectives that can make a meaningful difference. Let's dive in. One of the things I learned from years of getting dirty on the job is that sometimes the most meaningful work is also the most straightforward. No fancy titles, no complicated strategies, just rolling up your sleeves and getting your hands dirty. And for veterans looking to make a difference, there's no better place to start than by volunteering at your local charities and food banks. Think about it. These organizations are on the front lines, battling hunger and poverty in our communities. They're doing the heavy lifting, providing essential services to those who need it most. But they can't do it alone. They need boots on the ground, folks who aren't afraid of hard work and know how to get things done, and that's where veterans come in. We're wired for this kind of work. We've got the discipline, the organizational skills, and the can-do attitude that's tailor-made for tackling tough challenges. Whether it's sorting and packing donations, prepping meals in a kitchen that would make a mess hall proud, or coordinating distribution with military precision, veterans have the skills and experience to step up and lead the charge. But it's more than just logistics and efficiency. It's about connecting with your community, looking your neighbors in the eye, and knowing that you're making a tangible difference in their lives. It's about that feeling of satisfaction you get from a hard day's work, knowing you've contributed to something bigger than yourself. And trust me, that sense of purpose, that feeling of camaraderie, it's contagious. You'll be surrounded by like-minded individuals, people who share your passion for service and are dedicated to making their communities stronger. So find a local charity, a food bank, or a soup kitchen that resonates with you. Reach out, volunteer your time, and rediscover the power of service right in your own backyard. You might be surprised at the impact you can make. One box of donated goods, one hot meal, one helping hand at a time. Let's face it, transitioning from military to civilian life can be a daunting experience. You trade the structure and familiarity of military life for the uncertainty of the civilian world. It's a culture shock, plain and simple. And while there's no one-size-fits-all solution, sometimes all it takes is a helping hand from someone who's been there, someone who understands the unique challenges veterans face. That's where veteran mentorship comes in. It's about veterans supporting veterans, guiding each other through the ups and downs of post-military life. Think back to your time in service. Remember that seasoned veteran, the one who took you under their wing, showed you the ropes, and helped you navigate the challenges of military life. That's the power of mentorship. Now it's our turn to pay it forward, to be that mentor for a fellow veteran who's struggling to find their footing. It doesn't require a fancy degree or years of experience. It's about sharing your story, your struggles, your triumphs. It's about offering a listening ear, providing guidance, and sharing the lessons you've learned along the way. Maybe you can help a fellow vet navigate the VA system, decipher the GI Bill, or translate their military skills into a rewarding civilian career. Or maybe it's just being there to listen, to offer words of encouragement, to remind them that they're not alone in this journey. There are countless veteran service organizations and mentorship programs out there that connect veterans with mentors. These programs provide the structure and support to make mentorship a rewarding experience for both parties. So why not answer the call to serve once more? Reach out to a local VSO, sign up for a mentorship program, and make a difference in the life of a fellow veteran. You'll be amazed at the impact you can have. One conversation, one piece of advice, one shared experience at a time. There's a special breed of entrepreneur out there. They're the ones who've traded in their combat boots for work boots, their uniforms for aprons, their rifles for tools of a different trade. They're veteran business owners, and they're the backbone of communities across this country. These folks embody the same grit, determination, and entrepreneurial spirit that makes our military the finest in the world. They've taken the skills they honed in service leadership, discipline, problem solving, and applied them to building businesses that create jobs, boost local economies, and strengthen our communities. But starting a business is tough. It takes guts, perseverance, and a whole lot of support. And that's where we, as veterans and community members, come in. We have a duty to support these businesses, to patronize their establishments, and to spread the word about the incredible work they're doing. Think about it. When you're choosing a restaurant for dinner, why not opt for the one owned by a veteran who understands the value of hard work and dedication? When you're shopping for clothes, tools, or any other product, take a moment to see if there's a veteran-owned alternative. You might be surprised at the quality and craftsmanship you find, and it's not just about the products or services themselves. It's about supporting a fellow veteran, about investing in their dream, about strengthening the bonds of camaraderie that unite us. It's about showing the world that veterans are builders, creators, and innovators. So the next time you're about to make a purchase, take a moment to consider a veteran-owned business. Check online directories, look for veteran-owned certifications, or simply ask around. You'll be supporting a worthy cause and contributing to the success of those who have served our country. You know, there's something deeply satisfying about building something with your own two hands, about transforming a space, about leaving a tangible mark on the world. And for veterans, that desire to build, to create, to make a difference doesn't end when we hang up our uniforms. Community service projects offer the perfect opportunity to channel that energy, to roll up our sleeves, and to get our hands dirty, literally, while making a real difference in our communities. Think about it. Every community has projects that need tackling, spaces that need revitalizing, and people who could use a helping hand. It could be a park in need of a cleanup, a community garden that needs tending, or a home that needs repairs. And who better to answer the call than veterans? We're natural problem solvers, we're used to working in teams, and we're not afraid of a little hard work. Imagine a group of veterans coming together to rebuild a playground, to paint a mural that brightens up a neighborhood, or to construct a wheelchair ramp for a disabled veteran. These projects aren't just about bricks and mortar paint and plants. They're about bringing people together, fostering a sense of community, and showing the world that veterans are more than just warriors. We're builders, we're healers, we're the ones who show up when times get tough. So find a local organization that's organizing a community service project. It could be a Habitat for Humanity, Build a Park Cleanup Day, or a community garden initiative. Gather a group of fellow veterans, put your skills to good use, and experience the profound satisfaction of building something meaningful together. You know, we veterans, we've seen things, experienced things that most folks can't even imagine. We've learned the true meaning of sacrifice, of duty, of honor. And with those experiences comes a responsibility, a duty to speak up for those who can't speak for themselves, to advocate for those who have borne the battle. We're talking about advocating for veteran causes, for policies and programs that support the well-being of our brothers and sisters in arms, because the fight doesn't end when we take off the uniform. It continues on a different battlefield, the halls of government, the court of public opinion, the hearts and minds of our fellow citizens. We need to raise our voices, to share our stories, to make sure that our elected officials understand the challenges veterans face. We need to advocate for better access to healthcare, mental health services, job training, housing assistance. The list goes on. Now I know what you're thinking. Mike, I'm not a politician. I don't know the first thing about lobbying or writing legislation. And you know what? That's okay. You don't need a law degree or a fancy title to be an effective advocate. All you need is your story, your passion, and your willingness to stand up for what you believe in. Contact your elected officials, attend town hall meetings, write letters to the editor, use social media to raise awareness. Join forces with veteran service organizations, amplify their message, and contribute to the fight for a better future for all veterans. Look, at the end of the day, it all boils down to this. Service isn't just something we did in the past, it's a part of who we are. It's in our blood. It's in our bones. And there are countless ways to answer that call to serve, to make a difference in our communities, to continue to make this country a better place. Regardless of the path you choose, each of these community engagement opportunities allows veterans to leverage their unique skills and experiences to make a positive difference. By giving back, veterans can not only support their local communities, but also find personal fulfillment, foster a sense of purpose, and strengthen the bonds within the veteran community. So get out there, find your purpose, and let's get to work.